all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Arturo Gatti, killed by his wife, apparently. He's a boxer, he's a champion a couple times over, 37 years old, married to 23-year-old Amanda Rodriguez from Brazil. Oopsie doopsie. Strangled him with her purse. Which makes me kind of go, how the hell did you take a former boxing champion and strangle him with your purse? But apparently he was, insanely drunk. And I don't know if there was other medication involved to get him to pass out. And they had this huge fight beforehand. Here's my favorite part of the story. She, of course, denies all of this and says, oh, no, after we had this tremendous fight and reports are out that he was going to dump her and leave her, okay, somebody else must have stepped into our hotel room while I left and have no alibi and strangled him with my purse. Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's probably how it went down. But you know what? Let me get you, in custody, and then we'll figure out exactly how it broke down, okay? Man, that sucks. One of the things that this story made me think is, it's a good thing I found someone before the obvious fame and riches are about to roll down on all of us young Turks. Because, man, there are a lot of gold diggers out there. And sometimes it does not work out right. Sometimes your 23-year-old hot Brazilian girlfriend, or in this case wife, winds up strangling you with her purse. That's unfortunate. JR.
This is very similar. He was asleep again, just like similar to the McNair case. He was sleeping. How old was he? 23? He was 37, I think.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Because McNair's 36 and his girlfriend was 20. Very similar.
And then, well, in this case, he was drunk. McNair, they didn't say he was drunk. He was just asleep.
But McNair, I get, because she shot him 4 times while he was sleeping. What could he do?
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not blaming Gotti. Don't get me wrong, but it just seems weird to me that she could strangle him, even no matter how passed out he is. Wouldn't he wake up and it's just a freaking purse?
You've seen some of these.
But they're lightweights, so he probably weighed like a buck.
This is
20.
true. Yeah, he was a lightweight boxer, I guess.
Nah, it had to be that he was completely unconscious. I don't care if he weighs only 120 pounds.
It must have been a little easier.
Junior welterweight was what he was a champion in.
Yeah.
I don't know what weight that is, but it's not that heavy. I don't think. Can't be more than 150. I'm guessing. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm gonna have to look it up. But we've seen little things or videos. There's people making fun of somebody that's really fucked up, passed out, and they do all this stuff and you slap and they don't move. It's possible.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, because if he wakes up, I don't think he's going to get strangled by a purse by his wife. I don't care how small he is. No, that's crazy talk. So, and who knows? Maybe she put some stuff in his drinks. I saw the movie Hangover. I know how this works. Okay, and
so what? So after all this, what's the count now? We're up to 5 untimely deaths lately. Past month. By the way, first of all, are we counting Ed McMahon as untimely?
Yeah, well, it's tough to argue it's untimely. But, all right, give me the rundown now. Ed McMahon.
I believe it's at 5. Ed McMahon, Farrah Fawcett, Michael Jackson, not ShamWow, the other pitchman.
The OxyClean guy.
OxyClean guy, whatever the hell he's doing.
Billy Mays.
Billy Mays, and now we got Arturo Gatti. It's 5.
No, and Steve
McNair is 6.
Yeah, you know what, though? I'm going to put them in different categories. Okay, so I think there's 2 still outstanding. Let me explain. The celebrity category is McMahon, Fawcett, and Michael Jackson. Check. We're done with that. Okay. The pitch guys are Billy Mays. He dies. The ShamWow guy got his ass handed to him by that hooker in Miami. You remember that? I'm going to count that as a good enough unfortunate incident. So there's a third product guy who's going to get his ass kicked or going to have some serious health issues. Okay. Now, the third category is the sports. Steve McNair, football player, gets shot and killed by his young girlfriend. Arturo Gatti strangled by his wife, apparently, allegedly. So if you're a retired athlete somewhere in your late 30s and you got a young girlfriend, watch out, son. Watch out. You don't want any piece of that. Run for the hills. Could you imagine? If there's a third of that, then that's it. People say, look, people look for patterns. This numerology stuff is ridiculous. Things don't happen in threes. It just appears that way because you stretch things, etc. But if there's a former pro athlete killed who's in his late 30s by his girlfriend in the 20s, it's over. That 3 theory is forever true. Agree or disagree, JR?
Only if that one goes, or do we need another pitchman? You need both of those things to happen. We need a pitchman and
If both those things happen, forget about it. The threes theory is the most irrefutable theory in the history of the world.